think it was on Valentine's Day, and she was able to get with me and promote it on the Boss Ladies Eye radio show. So I'm giving it all back, gift to me, gift back to you, just promoting you and making sure that your Funny Fridays are noticed. So tonight, what are we talking about tonight? Tonight we're going to be talking about a series that I'm putting together through the narcissism piece, another second half of that, because it turns into other stuff. It graduates and it goes to different levels, and a lot of people don't know about it, but a lot of people are tired of dealing with it at the same time. So this particular series is going to be called Psychopath Series. Tonight's show is going to be about being in a relationship with a psychopath. Being in a relationship with a psychopath is very serious, because I was once a victim of being in a relationship with a psychopath. I remember running away from my hometown, being in a relationship with a psychopath. I remember being afraid to be where I was, even at home or at work or at school, because I was going to school full time at that time. I was working a part-time job, and this person would follow me everywhere I went, and I was scared for my life for a lot of years. And it was enough years, whether it was a little or a lot to some of you. I don't know about you, but when I'm afraid for my life and it's all kind of drama, I kind of run from it because I don't like it. It makes my spirit uneasy. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I'm stuck in a comfort zone, but your house, like my granny used to say, your house or your grave is two places where you're going to have peace.
Yes, amen.
And so, if them two places ain't right, something or someone has to go immediately. Yes. And she was very proper about it. She said they have to go immediately out the door. Yeah. She was part Irish, had a funny accent. It's a long story. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to be talking about how people just be going from 0 to 100. You know, that's part of narcissism. And I ask you to check out, if you're curious, you know, it's on Facebook. I'm part of a group called Surviving the Narcissist. And them people will tell you some stories. And you either going to be like, what? Or you going to be like, oh, you know what? So-and-so might be like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember that one. You know what I'm saying? You never know. And you got to get to know before you get into anything on a higher level with a person, because everybody you meet and come in contact with is not for you. You have to know the difference between your constituents, your confidants, and your comrades. They don't always come as friends. They're not always coming as, you know, and I had a show about that, confidence, constituents, and comrades. I think it was called Different Types of Friends. If that's still on the playlist, that'll be part of season 1, because we're in season 2 for those that don't know. So yeah, it's cracking right now on Facebook. I ain't lying. Every time I start talking, we go. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I'm fooling around. I'm trying to have ease, because this is like a serious topic. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with somebody really, the regular world would say crazy. You know, he or she might be a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you ain't dealing with nobody crazy in business or in personal. You know what I mean? It's that serious, because, you know, this kind of person can destroy your business. This kind of person can destroy your individuality, your personality, because they are manipulators. They can make you believe all this stuff, selling you all these wolf tickets, and it come back. And it might not come back for years, and you stuck in a realm of not thinking for yourself, and you don't even know that you're not thinking for yourself anymore. This person has taken control, total control over you.
Yes.
But it starts somewhere. If we can find the nest, we can kill the main one. And that's for real, because when you kill the head honcho, the rest of them running. And so, you know, Boss Ladies radio show and Ma Buck and Joe show and a few others that support, we'll be watching out for that. Yeah, because I'm going to educate and I'm going to teach, train, and motivate. That's what I do, you know, on all costs. Because I don't need to be wasting your time with just a bunch of crap that you can find on cable in any given day, you know. It's out there. You want to be stupid and goofy? I mean, it's out there for you. But right here, this is life-changing information. You know, good conversation and good music. That's all I'm going to be. That's all it's going to be. So we might as well just get to where we need to get and get with some people that we can move forward with. No games, being honest, being sincere, being serious at the same time. What's up, Jimmy Johnson? Welcome to the Boss Ladies Live radio show featuring Marbuck and Joe Show here. We just talking about dealing with psychopaths. We're going to deal with that today. So, yeah. When we come back, we're going to do some EDU, part one of this, Sex and the Psychopath, www.psychology.com. And part two, here's what it's like to be married to a psychopath, www.businessinsider.com. That's a pretty famous one. Business Insider is also on television. So I don't know which one I'm going to pick yet. Maybe we should take a vote. And then after we come back, you know, when you hear the ringing of the bell, that's when we start. So when we come back.
Let's hope it ain't my messenger.
Yeah, just hoping it. Yeah, I'll be back, y'all. So stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. What?
Tell me if you hate, 'cause I don't time I move, I'm being. Every time I move, I'm in. Every time I move, I'm being. Every time I move, I'm in. Every time I move, I'm in. Every time I move, I'm being cut. Every time I try to bandage these wounds, I'm being cut. Every time I try to get past the pain, it's more cuts and it's a shame, cause these wounds are in my brain from being cut. Every time I move, I'm being cut. Every time I move, I'm being cut. Woo! Every time I move, I'm being cut. Being cut.
Friends, I never heard of them. Sometimes I wanna murder them. You think you know me, you really don't and never will. So won't you quit saying my name, Woo! Get 'em. I don't have you, don't know you nothing. So stay to my lane, stay to my line. I'm doing fine, a friend of mine. I'm strange in time, get out of mine. I know I have issues and problems, that's why I stay to myself. I know myself, love myself, take care of myself. Didn't ask for your help. Not at all. Yeah, Michael Jackson, that's off the wall. And since I have a past, you don't have to play with me. I have losers and criminals around me, and stray people that stray, so go away. And I don't have no problem. So please go away. Let me be partial. Gonna sit sad to the world and then the marshal. I'm afraid I'm gonna lose it, and I can prove it. Woo!
Every time I move, I'm being cut. Every time I try to bandage these wounds, I'm being cut. Every time I try to get past the pain, it's more cuts and it's a shame, cause these wounds are in my brain from being cut. Every time I move, I'm being cut. Every time I move, I'm being cut. Every time I move, I'm being cut. Genocide when many die that they finish crime and begin to cry, cause they push and fight and keep their sin inside. Angry, I'ma throw my grin aside. Why couldn't they keep them alive? Them old words just spitting been alive. Arm leg, he would've been alright. Paul Monroe still been alive. Let's be honest for a second. You could be me and I'ma be you. One of your sons was playing in the park. Cops come through and they hit him with 2. First reaction, hit him with 2. Second reaction, hit him with truth. Thinking assassin, end him in 2. You won't be thinking about keeping it cool or keeping the peace. Anger increase, you dumb, my son was wrongly deceased. Fall from your mind will be on the police. You would no longer want them in the streets. Not guilty, you would want to blame for it, want to change the plan for it. I mean, you wouldn't pay a grand for it. Basically, you wouldn't stand for it. So you should feel us when we take a knee. For all of the blood and the stain of police, and all of the rhetoric and all that they preach, ain't gonna bring none of them back to the streets. No, it's a problem. You know the options. Won't blame the culprit, you blame it on Colin. He just doing something when he's on the opposite. We must put a stop to this dangerous problem. Every time I move, I'm being cut. Every time I try to bandage these wounds, I'm being cut. Every time I try to get past the pain, it's more cuts and it's a shame, cause these wounds are in my brain from being cut. Every time I move, I'm being cut. Every time I move, I'm being cut. Every time I move, I'm being cut. I've been cut so many times, I can't feel it no more. The same ones you give your all to hurt you the most, but I still love her, man, I trust her, cause I'm loyal like that. But it crushed me to my soul, he talking down like that. Nigga tripping by the bitch that I wasn't even fucking. Not to mention I'm a boss and this main bitch clucking. Boy, that ratchet I be clutching if he run up on me. Man, I got too many scars, tired of getting cut, homie. Fuck! Every time I move, I'm being cut. Every time I try to bandage these wounds, I'm being cut. Every time I try to get past the pain, it's more cuts and it's a shame, cause these wounds are in my brain from being cut. Every time I move, I'm being cut. Every time I move, I'm being cut. Every time I move, I'm being cut.
School